And Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Who?
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit.
Studio, Rich Trapper, TNN Trap News Network. We back in the same. Like, cook, crack in the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content that we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge, though. You can't get nobody's college, though, big dog. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe for all this good content that we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Like, comment, subscribe for all this good content, man. Good news you can use. Good knowledge you can't get in college, big dog. Hit that subscribe button, become part of the Rich Trapper Mafia. Hit that notification bell at the top. It also tap in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. And make sure you hit that description. Young description. Make sure you get into that description. You feel me? Get into that if you ain't got into that, man. Make sure you tap in with the tap in when you tapping in. If you ain't tapped in, what you doing? Don't worry about it, man. Hit that subscription button. Now make sure you hit that description button too. Become a part of this Rich Trapper Mafia and follow the new page, Pagington Broke Baby Mama, out now on all streaming platforms. So make sure you get into that. If you ain't got into that, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, man. Make sure you tap in with the tap in and get into everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Today we got Adam 22 and Break Baby and Flockiana and Lush talking about the No Jumper Cypher and precursor to the video. Somebody sent me a clip of Adam reading my super chat when I say I press whack, and Brick said, I don't know, it looked like a play to me. We're going to get into that. I don't run plays. Niggas don't snatch me up and then call it a play. That's out. That's what we not doing. I don't run plays. If it's up, scrape it off the ceiling. If I call whack a B-I-N-G-O and bingo was his name that I can't say because it's the first 5 minutes of the video, don't depend on me to make peace and then want to go podcast with him and do an interview with him. Let's keep going.
Now, it might do that sometimes. It might have the biggest cultural impact.
Yeah, because of all the other platforms.
I'm just saying, that's not the biggest thing that we did yesterday, which really says a lot because that song might really be the biggest thing they put out in the next 6 months.
Right.
So, how is Smack reacting right now?
So Adam is trying to say that the No Jumper Cypher is better than the Back on Fig diss track at all.
I know he jumping in his chair like, I told you, home case. Nigga, they hold me back, home. They hold me back.
He with his homies right now, like, see, even Adam know they hold me back. See?
Look, he can't voice it on the show. He can never call him and say, like, hey, you heard what Adam said.
Times are tough for a smack out here.
Him and his bitch in the room, like,
I will say,
somebody was overstuffing.
I want to correct the record about that. A was absolutely not dissing the Hoovers. I was just...
It seemed like you was dissing the Hoovers. And now you trying to backtrack your disrespect.
Trying to do the dance because I had just said something about smack in the verse. My girl, when she heard it, she looked right at me on that line like, what was that? And I go, it's the same thing as...
Now, your girl looked at it because she knew that you was doing a little too much, big dog. Just saying.
Yeah, she's like, okay. That was good enough for her. But for a moment, she was like, what the fuck was that?
Because that's stopping the Hoovers like
that's a cautionary difference. She does not want to see me become a gay rapper.
Hoovers are?
Yeah, she knows enough to know that. Yeah.
Here, right?
She probably couldn't tell you what color they were.
I just assume, right, that she's probably just like so far gone like out this like gang world that she don't even know nothing about like gang beef or gang dissing. You feel me?
But she was friends with Heather, so Heather was probably like, yo, I'm from this gang.
I should have said something about her running from the fades.
Now, here goes the thing, too. Why does Lush always involve himself in things that he don't need to involve himself in? Let's run this back a little bit. But Lush is always saying something that he don't need to say.
Exactly.
But he can't voice it on the show. He can never call him and say, like, hey, you heard what Adam said.
Times are tough for a smack out here.
Him and his bitch in the room, like,
I will say,
somebody was overstuffing.
I want to correct the record about that. A was absolutely not dissing the Hoovers. I was just trying to do the dance because I had just said something about smack in the verse. My girl, when she heard it, she looked right at me on that line like, what was that? And I go, it's the same thing as saying crip walking.
Yeah,
she's like, okay. That was good enough for her. But for a moment, she was like, what the fuck was that?
Like, that was stopping the Hoovers. Like,
that's a cautionary difference. She does not want to see me become a gay rapper.
Hoovers are?
Yeah, she knows enough to know that. Yeah.
Here, right?
She probably couldn't...
So again, it kind of did sound like Adam was dissing the Hoovers. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna run up a crazy narrative like Adam 22, this is the Hoovers. But it was very wise of Adam 22 to clear up clear up that one little 1-2 step like Sierra, because it looked like you was busting a 1-2 step like Sierra, big dog. So you might want to be careful with the words you say and how you say these words, because it looked like it could have been interpreted like you was dissing the Hoovers for sure.
Tell you what color they wear.
I just assume, right, that she's probably just like so far gone like out this like gang world that she don't even know nothing about like
Mostly,
gang
yeah.
beef or gang dissing. You feel me?
But she was friends with Heather, so Heather was probably like, yo, I'm from this gang. You know what
I should have said something about her running from the fades.
But
It's so easy to rhyme things with running from the fades. Oh my god, that would have been so easy. But anyway,
Running to the blade instead of running from the fade. Ooh, she should have been running to the blade.
let's get in the yo. All right, anyway,
son, I want to punch you in the face.
that line, A, was just out of total respect for our orange feathered friends. You know, if you wear orange, we love you. But the night before, we had been at a party, and I went to walk.
Kind of rich trappers with the lingo here at TNN Trap News Network. We don't publicly associate ourselves with Caribbeans, Blenders, Asians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, White Boys, Jamaicans, Latin Kings, Disciples, Viceroy, Haitians, Parus, Hoovers, or Norteños, Sureños, and everything in between. But we got love for them. It seemed like Adam 22 was trying to run that right there. I'm just saying, you know, Big Deal had to sign off on Adam 22 hitting that dance one time.
I thought it was like a curb. I went to go step off the curb. Turns out it was like 3 feet off the ground, 4 feet off the ground. So I fucking like sprained my knee and shit. Like my knee was all fucked up that day. So I'm literally on that roof. And I go to YouTube and type in smack Hoover stomp. And I'm trying to like figure out like what part of the dance I'm going to be able to replicate with my knee hurting so fucking bad. And then that was like when I arrived. I was like holding my crotch, kind of like jumping up and down and clicking my heels together and shit because I could not get anywhere close to it.
I can never have as much rhythm as Smack. Crazy.
I got
do
kids,
that
I ain't
shit.
gonna lie. Smack.
I know how to do that shit. I don't do it because it's
What
they
the hell is
dance.
that?
That's crazy that Smack is actually a better.
Let's get him for $50.
Cap.
But Flacco, you scammed Casey Swim. Anyway, yo,
Did he buy promo probably?
I'm
not sure.
No, but I just want to say, fuck, where? Oh, after watching that clip again of him dancing, he's a better dancer than he is a podcaster.
Yeah.
But he's a really good dancer though, so the bar set kind of high.
If he could figure out how to use the iPhone and like work TikTok, he could be like a thing on TikTok. But that's what I'm saying. They're holding Smack back. They got him sitting on live streams, not talking for the first hour, and then.
Holding Smack back is a very manipulative narrative. You feel me? A very manipulative narrative. You feel me? That's all I'm saying.
He could be out here dancing.
I will say, I give T-Rail props for writing his own verse, because there's no way in hell he didn't write that. Like props for writing your own verse.
It was so gay. He's bragging about his girl's accolades in the first bar, which is like, yeah, she's a loser, but we get it. She's way more successful than you, and you were a stay-at-home dad up until I introduced you to the podcasting.
Here's the whole thing about that too. You feel me? It's looking like Adam is just being a haty right now, bro. Like I hear everything you saying. You had to if he's a loser for having to bring up his girl, you a loser for having to bring up his brother. At least he fucking his girl.
Now, that being said, by the end of the verse, he's bragging about getting 1 million views on a random interview. Bro, I do that every month. What are you fucking talking about? We are not impressed. You got your one famous friend on and you got 1 million views. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Oh, he said the Q interview. I thought he said Cube.
Like he interviewed Ice Cube.
Yeah,
Well, the other thing is too, like the whole part of the culture, the line, because you
do
showed
we
us
trust that though? I hate to cut you off, but it just
No,
popped in
you
my
good.
head. Do we trust that, Millie?
Yeah.
Hey, Brick, you the homie, bro. But what's up with all this little extra hateration, holleration you got in this dancery lately, bro? Ever since you done made peace with Wack and all this little whoopty bam, it's a play. It seemed like yo Kate been on extra tight. You feel me? No, nigga, I'm trying to find timestamps. Drea, what the hell are you talking about? Anyway, Mr. Monk, what's the deal, Mr. Monk? It seemed like ever since you made peace with Wack to get them views and all that kind of stuff, because it was a play, you feel me? You know, every time things get hot, it's a play. It seemed like your cape been on a little extra tight, Brickington, baby. Like you've been caping a little extra harder than usual, brother.
No, I think that they're very, very capable of buying views because, Okay.
No, you saw that.
If you want clear-cut proof that the Meeks family is capable of buying views, all you got to do is go look at the Sorella Instagram. They got 1 million followers plus. They're getting like 1 comment per post. Now, granted, it's not 2014 anymore, but I mean, let's be real. Like, if you have 1 million followers, that's probably not what your engagement's going to look like.
1 comment per 1 million followers, yeah, something's awry.
Some people, like...
But then they don't talk about that post that Yazers, shout out to the homegirl Yazers. They don't talk about that post that Yazers put up when she showed that Back on Fig and No Jumper was live at the same time, and Back on Fig had 1,000 people more. Jason, I hope you got a timestamp for me, bro. I really hope it's a timestamp.
Can you imagine if I had been willing to buy views over these years, how many different narratives I would have been able to paint with that? I play the game honestly.
Yeah.
I'm competing against a bunch of cheats.
20 million views on like your I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of like a
Appreciate it, Jason.
right?
Trell is like the Leah Thomas of the podcasting world. He's stuck a needle in his ass, injected testosterone into himself with the fake views, and now he's out here trying to compete with the real girls.
I was gonna
Honestly, might not be the perfect metaphor, but something like
That was probably not the best metaphor. Not the best metaphor. We get what you were trying to say, but metaphors are hard. Don't worry about
I was
it.
gonna say like Liver King.
sure that too. When he's not as big as Liv.
Leah Thomas was already like born in Mills, so she already had like testosterone.
Yeah, you know, something like that.
No, but hey, listen though. But I'll be real though.
Okay, sorry, sir.
Yo.
Nath Hoffa, how you feeling about them bars? We live on No Jumper with Lush.
All right, so that's that. We finna go ahead and get up out of this to the next one, man. Sounds like, you know, a little bit of hateration, holleration in this dancery, man. Chat, y'all stay around because it's finna go down. We finna get up out of the vid. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content. Y'all know the deal, man. Red dots to the left. You know the rest is free. Avenue Angel, so he's free. We go.